Okay, this is Sam Stirling from primarymilesmadeeasy.com, and this is another video in my series. The last video I put up was with regards to multiplication in Napier's bones, but obviously to do multiplication you need to be quite strong in your times tables, and one of the cornerstones that I feel for your times tables is your square numbers, and knowing those will help you get to the other multiplications very quickly. So first of all, what is a square number? A square number is where you multiply another number by itself. For example, 1 times 1 equals 1, and the square number is the 1. And 2 times 2, so 2 multiplied by itself, which is 2, is 4. And again, the square number is the answer. It is not the numbers you multiply together, it is the answer that you get. Another one might be 10 times 10, so 10 times itself equals 100, and the square number is 100. Now what I do regularly in class is I would get the kids with their whiteboard and I would get them to write out all the square numbers as quickly as they can from 1 to 144. This here just helps you ingrain it in their mind. It takes a minute to do, and we'd have like little contests, see how if we can do it quicker, who can do it the fastest, and that type of thing, and it works really well because, as I said, when it comes to then the multiplications, they can use those to work out different multiplications that they find tricky, especially in the 6, 7 and 8 times tables. So what I'll say to them is, right, numbers 1 to 144, square numbers, go, and they'll start in the back. So in their head they're constantly thinking 1 times 1, and then they'll just write down the answer, 1. 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3, 9, 4 times 4 is 16, 5 times 5, 25. 6 times 6, 36. And the way that I help them to remember 36, because this is where they start to find it tricky, normally from 6 times 6 onwards, is different words. So we've got 30 tricks, which rhymes with 36. And 7 times 7, 49. Now this one rhymes with porcupine. Now I can't remember, I had a different one, but last year in year 3 when I was teaching, one of my year 3s actually came up with that, and it's stuck, and it's what the kids use in year 6 now as well. So 6 times 6, 30 tricks, 7 times 7, porcupine, 49, 8 times 8, sick on the floor, which sounds like 64. Then 9 times 9, what I do is I get the kids to use their fingers for 9 times 9, which you'll do a video on. So you put down your 9th finger, you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 before, 1 after, so the answer is 81. 10 times 10, this you know, 100. 11 times 11 is another one you can do a trick with. So 11 times 11, I always tell them just to write down 11. Write down 11, leave a gap in between, and all you have to do is add the two ones together, and that gives your answer, 121. And the last one, 144. And the way we remember this is knock on the door. So I'll get them to write it out, and as I said, to keep getting them to say it in their head. 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, working their way through it as much as quickly as they can. Then, whenever I've got them to do it that way, I always get them to do it backwards, because they find that quite easy to like bang, do it straight away. So then we'll do it backwards. So we'll start with 12 times 12. So 12 times 12, knock on the door, 144. 11 times 11, write down 11, leave the gap, add the 2, 121. 10 times 10, easy, 100. 9 times 9, use the fingers, 81. 9 times 9, 8 times 8, sick on the floor, 64. 7 times 7, porcupine, 49. 6 times 6, 30 tricks, 36. 5 times 5, 25. 4 times 4 is 16. 3 times 3, 9. 2 times 2, 4. And 1 times 1 is 1. Now there's lots of different things you can do with this after, because there will be potentially some kids that do it quicker than others, or if you're doing it individually it wouldn't matter. But you could get the kids to add up the first 5 square numbers together, see what the score is, get them to add them all up together. I actually did this the other day in school, and if you wanted to know the answer quickly, it's actually 650. But the key ones are actually to remember are these 3 here. and this one, because they're the hardest. Sorry, the last two are the hardest to remember. So 6 times 6, remember, dirty tricks. 7 times 7, porcupine. 49, let's write it below. 8 times 8, 8 and 8 till he was sick on the floor. Sick on the floor, 64. And then the 11 times 11 catches them out sometimes, because a lot of them say 110, I'm not sure why, but so it's 10 times 11. So 11 times 11, just write down 11. Leave a gap in between, add the two together, 121. Then 12 times 12 equals knock on the door, 144. So get them to do it 1 times 1 up to 12 times 12, then 12 times 12 to 1 times 1, just so it becomes second nature. It'll help them load with times tables. For example, the times table that kids really struggle with is 6 times 7. Now if they know 6 times 6, it's 30 tricks, 36, then 6 times 7 is just another lot of 6, so add 6 more, which is 42. And another one that they struggle with sometimes is 8 times 7. If they know 7 times 7, it's porcupine, 49. So change that. So 7 times 7 is 49. Then 8 times 7 is just another lot of 7 on top of that, which is 56. So as you can see, it helps a lot. So if you've got any comments, videos that you would like me to make, or anything, any questions, if you send me a message at primarymathsmadeeasy.com, and I'll get back to you. Thank you very much.